in the next race. It's the 450 last chance qualifier. Only 4 starting positions in the 450 main event are left. Top 4 from this make it. Everyone else goes home. You only make the money and get the points if you make the main. So a lot of pressure here.
If you haven't watched the last chance qualifier, grab your popcorn.
Revs are up. 450 last chance qualifier. Justin Cooper, one of the top riders in this series, went down in his heat, has to go to the LCQ, and he has the whole shot.
Great start by Justin Cooper. After coming off that heat race, you know he was nervous going into his LCQ, but he executed it. Great start for him.
Yeah, from the outside, and you would expect a guy like Justin Cooper to get a good start in this last chance qualifier. Not against the best guys, or the top 10 guys in the championship. So,
well, I also want to ask you, Ricky, the factory motorcycle that he has, talk about the advantage that has on starts.
Yeah, it has a massive advantage, and what the advantage that he has is just the data and how these bikes, and oh,
look out, off the side of the track.
Woo.
Good save.
That was A-Rod. Anthony Rodriguez gets a little sideways, and you can see it. The track is a little bit slippery because of the rain. But going back to the data that these factory bikes have and the resources that they have helps them get off the start and those metal grates.
Watch a rider in yellow. That is Shane McElrath, who had a huge crash in the sand in his heat race. Has a lot of work to do. He's in 7th place right now. You have to be top 4. Here's Cooper and his trouble earlier.
This is from the first heat race.
That's for the first heat race right there. And we talked about it, James, early on in these heat races, things just jam up. They haven't had a lot of laps to separate the pack. And if one guy makes a mistake, then it's just a domino effect after that. Really just a racing incident.
And Cooper had big expectations from Long Island to New York, about 3 hours from here, has a lot of family and friends. Definitely wants to at least make the show. It's Kevin Moran's in second, and RC, you've been buzzing about it. This is when privateers like Moran's late in the year start to up their game.
Well, the reason that a guy like Kevin Moran's and Josh Cartwright, number 74, they're seeing themselves up in this position because of the unfortunate incidents that happened last week with Ken Roxon. You got Aaron Plessinger out as well. So those are 2 weapons that aren't in the 450 class. They're able to take advantage of that as well.
There's Moran's in second on the 62. Want to remind you that every round of the Super Motocross World Championship, Supercross, Motocross, and the SMX playoffs, you can listen to us actually right now. NBC Sports Audio, Channel 85 on Sirius XM. As we watch Cartwright on the 74, the Mad Parts Kawasaki. Hand, and there's McElrath. Needs to make a pass on that number 12. 1 position more gets him into the main.
Yeah, this is
he's off the track, James.
Well, yeah, he's off the track. I was going to say it was a tough position for Jeremy Hand to be where he was because he had Shane catching up, and he just stole it.
They just came together with Clayson. And Hand goes down.
Yeah, Hand goes down. I wasn't sure if that was McElrath or Chisholm. Yeah, it must have been McElrath, but thing about that, what's so hard being in that transfer spot, being the last guy in the transfer spot, you have to race in front of you, but you also have to be defensive as well because you know the guy in 5th outside looking in is going to take a shot.
Yeah, he's going to give it to you.
Yeah.
It's coming.
We can show you this crash with Hand that knocked him out of the qualifying position. He's just ahead of these 2.
Walk it through us, James, right here.
I don't think anything really happened. I think he stalled the motorcycle.
Yep, he stalls. Absolutely. He stalls. Great camera work. Glad we got to see that replay. Oh, that was on him.
Yeah, that was on him. I mean, Shane gave him a love tap, but that was after he already stalled it. So, yeah, that's gonna sting for Jeremy.
Hey, quick thing I want to explain to everybody here, share with everyone. The rider in 3rd place, Josh Cartwright. This guy has a full-time job in the Dallas area. Went to college, Florida State University, graduated from college, and he's out here racing on the weekend with the best guys in the world in Supercross.
Well, I know if he continues to make main events and gain those points for that playoff, he might be able to quit that job.
They need to use some vacation time. McElrath and Chisholm, the teammates, battling to get into the main. As for the rookie Justin Cooper, we asked him to assess his season thus far.
Consistent, I would say, is the main word. I feel like we've had a lot of 5th to 8th place finishes, which is good. Yeah, but to be ordered to be up front towards the box, it's going to really take a a whole shot or a top 3 start and some sprint speed, because those guys are really going fast. I think last weekend, by the time I got to 6, everyone was so spread out, and there's no way I'm catching those guys up front. So I would like to at least start like top 3 to 5 and at least be able to see 3rd place and try to latch onto one of those guys, even if I don't, get the pass done or anything like that. Just be in that battle and applying pressure. That would be the goal. Last weekend we got off the gate 16th, so that's not going to work in the main event. Just got to be a little bit better there.
Well, for Justin Cooper, obviously he doesn't want to be in this LCQ, but it's not always a bad thing. It'll give him a chance to reset, go out and look at lines in this LCQ. The heat race, he was in traffic the entire time. He probably didn't have the greatest feeling leaving or exiting that race. This is going to give him confidence, and I think he'll just have a little bit better feeling going into the main event. Now, the challenge here is going to be getting off the gate from the very outside and making a start work. He's one of the best starters this sport's ever seen, so if anyone can do it, he can, but he's got to find a way to get off the gate clean in that main event.
Yeah, it's going to be hard, especially depending on where he's going to line up on that gate for the main event. But like you were saying, JT, this is for a rider like Justin Cooper and his stature, he's able to turn a negative into a positive. He'll have a better feel exactly for the bike, how the track is shaping up, and use this for an advantage. Never want to do extra laps. Want to save yourself for later on this afternoon for the main event. However, again, taking a negative, turn it into a positive.
Checkered flag should be in sight. Cooper's into the main with the win, but the big battle is for the final transfer spot. It is Cartwright, that rider with the full-time job, got shuffled back on the 74. Chisholm, the 36-year-old veteran, the 11, is trying to get in. Here's the call. McElrath, Morantz, Clayson gets the final spot. Kyle Chisholm, the veteran, doesn't make it. And good job by Clayson. He was under fire the whole time in the battle and made it happen on the Partzilla Kawasaki.
Yeah, that was tough. Turning a negative to positive, I was positive Kyle Chisholm was going to give him something, but wasn't close enough.
He usually makes it, but you never know in Supercross. Clayson, Morantz got it done, as did McElrath. Cooper with the win.
Stasic electric balance bikes opens a world full of discovery and empowers riders to define their own ride. The lightweight, portable design and quick change battery